We are all here and able to speak to you.
Oh, wonderful.
Isn't it? Well, I do hope you find something fascinating back at the ruins. Shaper instruments. Never a dull moment.
Watch out for scorpions in the area. Must have moved in recently. Better do something about them. They'll get in the way of your investigation. Wonderful. It'll be much easier to continue your investigation without scorpions in your way.
They dissolved. No bodies, just goo.
Blood.
Definitely not blood.
Decomposition? Too quick. Unlikely. Perhaps the manifold. Side effect of division?
Right, but what do I do?
Samples would be helpful.
That's really gross.
Bring the samples to Aruna Call. Yes, our discussions have led to a hypothesis that the split... It warped reality. There are side effects. Aruna Call specializes in that. She's on expedition helping the Sentinels.
On it.
You don't like anything. Dominion soldiers dissolving is bad news. Relax. We shouldn't jump to conclusions. So you're just gonna sit around. Where are you going?
What is happening? Will this argument wait until I get back to the fort?
Sumner's left. He just got up and left.
Left the lab?
I don't know. Just find a route to call. We'll deal with this back here.
Scars.
Those sentinels need your help.
Where's the Runa call?
They took most of the Arcanists. I'll show you.
You're hurt. Stay here. I'll handle it.
Be careful. There's an Ascari leading them. Huge, dangerous. It's been making trouble.
Good luck.
A makeshift prison camp?
I see the Arcanists. Matthias Sumner sent me. He needs you to,
Oh, that jerk.
to analyze this.
Where did you get this? The energies it's giving off. I can evaluate this data back at the fort.
I'll take Aruna and the rest of the prisoners in the Strider. You should take out that scholar he mentioned. Kidnapping? Sounds like bad news.
Found the Ascara we're looking for. We have to take it down.
Do we know what this Iscari looks like?
The Sentinel said it was huge and dangerous.
telling me they follow the old ones.
Hello again, Merelda. Still people watching?
There you are. I was starting to think you'd miss lunch.
I didn't know we had plans.
All that time in Freemark, you haven't had a home-cooked meal in years. The Kyla I knew never turned down grilled gazik.
Kyler?
The name I gave you the day I brought you into this world. No wonder I never heard from you. The Anthem must have set a few screws loose.
You seem a little tired. Maybe think about getting some rest?
Rest? You finally come back, and that's how you apologize. Mom, go take a nap.
Well, it's just that...
It wasn't easy, Kyla. Everyone told me you were dead, but deep down, I knew if you loved someone enough, the Anthem of creation would make it right. Somehow it would bring my son back to me. If it hadn't, I couldn't live without my boy.
I'm sorry you went through all that, Mom, but I'm here now. It's good to be back.
It's okay. Now, don't be mad, but there's no grilled gazik. I went vegetarian years ago. See what you miss when you're gone?
Sorry.
Seems like yesterday you were playing with your javelin toys, dreaming of being a freelancer. Now look at you. Strong, handsome, all grown up and following your dream.
There's no better job in the world.
Thank your father. I always thought it was too dangerous. But he said you could do anything.
Where is Dad?
I guess you wouldn't know. When you didn't come back, it broke his heart. He died in his sleep. I still have his ashes. I thought we might spread them together.
Of course. I'm sure that's how Dad would want it.
His ashes were all I had. The only reminder I wasn't alone in this world.
You're never alone. Plenty of people in Fort Tarsis.
None that loved me. But you're back now. I want to hear all about your adventures. But this excitement has worn me out. We'll talk later. When you're not too busy?
Of course. See you later.
Hey, I am so glad you came in today.
Hi, Amal. What's up?
Thanks for asking. I want to run something by you if that's okay.
Do I have a choice?
See, that's why I value your advice. You're smart. Your suggestion for dealing with that aggressive lady was perfect. She told me she respects me now as a bartender.
That's great.
But now, I want to ask you about a woman who moved in across the lane from me. Her name's Karila, and she's really nice, and I kind of like her. A lot.
So, what's the problem?
Okay, she says there's a package coming for her, and if she's not home, will I look after it?
What did you tell her?
Here's the thing, she's beautiful, but mysterious, so I never gave her an answer. What do you think I should do?
I don't know. I'd find out what's inside the package before taking it.
That's what I was thinking. Better to be safe than sorry, right? I was worried her friendliness and looks and dark, smoky eyes were affecting my decision-making.
They probably still are.
You are so right. They probably still are. Thanks for the advice. I'll let you know what happens.
You're welcome. Can I order now?
Ah, oh yeah, that's probably why you came in here.
Hello.
You're a freelancer, aren't you?
Do we know each other?
Word gets around. There was a time my job was to listen to those words.
Huh. So that makes you...
A spy. Nadira's husband. I think she spoke to you?
Right, she did. You must be late.
This isn't awkward. A grown man prodded into making friends. But my wife insisted.
She said you were a spy? You must have been one of Tassin's people.
Not quite. I was fighting her people. Dominion. Ex-Dominion. I see Nadira failed to mention that.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I defected.
I respect that. The Dominion are a pretty terrible bunch to work for.
Yeah, that's easy to say when you're outside of it, but inside, a man's conscience is never allowed to take root. Like this monitor you've been dealing with. I know his kind well.
I can't imagine.
It's a chorus of one. People forced to sing the same notes. Control, tyranny, supremacy. They become the only notes you know.
Sounds like hell.
I ran from it. Any life in Bastion had to be better than Strollheim.
Most people here are just trying to make their way, live simply, find some happiness.
Yes, decent people. It's all I ever wanted to be. Decency is a commodity in short supply in this world. If we can't find it, we must grow it ourselves.
So you're a spy and a philosopher.
It was my wife who said that, the day I defected to Corvus. She debriefed me. I fell for Nadira before the day was even out.
Must have been one hell of a day.
She was a light at the end of a very dark tunnel. Here was a woman who'd fought in the same shadows I had, yet never surrendered her conscience.
Glad to hear it worked out. Made the risk of leaving the Dominion worth it.
Meeting Nadira saved me. I sometimes wonder if I hadn't left, hadn't crossed her path. My life before, I did things.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm sorry. Bad memories from before. I try not to think about it.
Nadira mentioned that.
She thinks talking about the past will help me. We'll see how it goes.
Well, until next time.
Yes, I'm still learning to make friends the normal way. I hope you'll drop by again.
Hey, Max, got a minute?
Sure. This one's on the house, even. What do you need?
It's about Matthias Sumner.
Him again?
Actually, them now. There's, 3 of him.
All right, this I've got to hear. What did he do to himself?
There was a Shaper relic and things got weird. You know how it goes. They're completely different people from the guy who tore up your bar. Literally. Plus, they almost melted into goo because Summer couldn't get a drink.
No, I don't want to know more about Arcanist crap. You say they're going to behave themselves, I'll let them in. They break something, it's on your tab.
Thanks, Max. You're a gem.
Just don't spread it around. Can't have folks thinking I've gone soft.
Is it a regulator thing? You gotta act tough all the time?
No. I mean, back in Helios, I know regulators who are squishier than custard pies. But this isn't Helios. The frontier isn't civilized. You run a business out here, you better be armor-plated.
Are you from Helios? Or you just know people there?
Originally? No, family came from Fortua, I guess. Only been there a couple of times, though. Smugglers don't tend to stay in one place for long. I was born on a strider, halfway between Bastion and the Mylands. Been all over, a couple times.
This bar's really worth enough to keep you here? I think you want to keep wandering.
I've been a lot of places, done a lot of things. Didn't expect to run a bar, but it's not so bad. I know people. I know all the supply lines, how all the money works, what wheels to grease. And I get to do it sitting in a comfortable chair inside sentinel-guarded walls, and nobody bats an eye. Plus, my wife likes it better when I keep regular hours, you know?
I can see you without me. Even the freelancer.
Good. You're here. Those samples you brought me, what were they?
Well, they used to be Dominion.
I thought it might be something like that. Reality decay's not pretty.
Reality decay?
When a Shaper instrument taps into the Anthem, it affects reality, and reality is a lot less stable than you think it is. One incorrect variable and the entire equation collapses. Reality collapses. These Dominion, whatever happened to them altered their nature, the fundamentals of their existence. But it wasn't right. Something wasn't right. They couldn't last. What's this got to do with Matthias?
Whatever happened to these Dominion happened to Matthias, too.
You're not saying...
The manifold affected him. It means they are unstable and in real danger. I gotta go.
Gods, I could really use a soothing cup of tea.
You're back. That is you, isn't it? I can't quite focus my eyeballs.
Where's Sumner? And where's the manifold?
He was impatient. He wanted to pursue his own theory.
He took it and pushed me. Not hard, but it hurt my feelings.
What did Aruna say?
The Dominion soldiers were affected by some kind of reality decay as a result of their divide.
Reality shifting in unintended ways. As a result, they were...
wobbly. Jelly that didn't quite set. Oh, that explains why I'm feeling oddly... porous. It's not a great feeling. And none of my limbs work right.
We need Sumner back.
And the manifold. The generator of the effect must be part of the solution.
Do you know where he went?
He talked about needing a drink. Maybe... the bar?
It's a start. How long do I have?
I smell burnt toast.
Not long. Please hurry.
I don't see Sumner anywhere, but there's Aruna.
Maybe she's seen him. You should ask.
Red Tosson's report. Glad we work with Faye.
Freelancer. Let me guess. Looking for Matthias?
Yes, one of them.
He wanted a drink but wasn't allowed in. He's been banned from the premises for months.
Great. So he's gone now.
I tried to talk to him about the samples you found, but he didn't seem interested. He was always easily distracted, but never... rude. It was odd.
It's complicated. That one, Sumner, appears to be the abrasive side of Matthias.
We should find him. I don't know how quickly the reality decay could set in.
Got it. What now? I don't see Sumner anywhere.
He might still have his link on him.
Connect us.
I can sense the link, but I can't seem to make the connection. But I can track him. Got him. He's by the forge.
You said Sumner was here. I don't see him.
No? Let me check the forge records. Looks like he took a javelin. Can he do that? Can he even operate one?
Not well, I imagine.
He has likely left the fort by now. You should go after him when you can, in case of trouble. I'm tracking Sumner's position. Do you see it?
Yes, going after him.
Have you found Sumner yet?
He left the fort. I'm trying to get to him.
Hurry. Maddie's lost the ability to perceive time and space normally.
What?
It's complicated.
Go as fast as I can.
Looks like he's stopped. You should be able to catch up. I'm sensing something. Scars. Were quick to attack. Do you think they ambushed Sumner?
Wouldn't rule it out.
He must be in the area, but he might be hurt or worse. You need to find him, quickly. Sumner's not in the crashed suit. He must have taken it off for some reason.
Hello? Is that you?
Sumner? Matthias?
Yes, it's me. Bloody scars. I knew I couldn't take them and there was a crack in the rock.
And you couldn't fit into it while wearing a javelin.
Wait. I think this passage leads me to the room I was looking for. I'll keep going.
Stay where you are.
I can handle myself, and I'm already here. There'll be another entrance. Meet me inside.
I'm sending you a location. All the maps mark it as a subterranean passageway. It could lead to the cave network that Sumner's trapped in.
Was that Sumner?
He's trapped underground somewhere. How's Maddie?
None of his major organs have liquefied yet.
Major organs? What about the non-major organs?
Just bring back the manifold and Sumner as soon as you can.
find out.
I'm sensing some strange energy. What's down there?
I don't know, but Sumner has the manifold with him. He came here for a reason.
Freelancer, you there?
On my way.
I found what I'm looking for. Yes, the residence of this place is exactly what I need.
You mean steal?
Sure, whatever. That's it. Got the data we need. It took someone with real drive to... Oh, crud.
Sumner, what's happening?
Let's get you ready to go.
Hi there, Mom.
Can't sleep, huh? I get insomnia too. I thought it would get better with you back, but still wide awake.
You okay?
Just thinking. I used to sketch you and imagine the conversations we'd have when you returned, Kyla.
How did it go?
I never knew where to start. How did it happen? When? How long were you out there? Were you hurt? Did the Anthem bring you back?
The Anthem can work miracles, I guess. It's pure creation. Somehow it watched out for me.
That's what it does. They say it split an Arcanist into 3 people. Why couldn't it save you? So what did you see out there in the world?
Everywhere I went, there was an adventure. Saw all kinds of incredible things. Silenced lots of relics.
Just like you dreamed as a little boy.
The life of a freelancer.
Must have been so exciting. And from the looks of it, full of good food. You've put on a few pounds since I last saw you.
Hey!
I'm your mother. I get to be honest with you. Now, you be honest with me. Why didn't you come back sooner? Why make me wait all those years?
I was busy being a freelancer, fighting the Dominion, saving people. Time flew. I didn't realize it.
Did you ask for a raise? That's too much for one freelancer. You could have been hurt.
Well, I'm careful.
I was thinking you'd gotten married, settled down. Didn't want them to meet your crazy mother, though I hoped you would someday. But when you got hurt...
Hurt? When?
There was nothing I could do. Your father and I, we... Forget it. It's nothing. The Anthem brought you back, and that's all that matters. Now, I'm tired. Let's talk another time.
Hope you feel better.
Let's give your javelin a once-over.
Freelancer. My husband Leighton said you spoke to him.
Right, the spy, who defected.
I'm sorry I didn't mention that. I only see him as Leighton. I forgot his past can still scare people.
Seems like it's still scaring him, too.
That's the problem. Tassin had me debrief him when he came over. It was clear right away that his work for the Dominion, it left him a shell. I've been hoping he can reinvent himself here.
That's a good thing about living on the edge of nowhere. You can leave your past behind.
I told Leighton that. He says it depends on what you've done.
Such as?
He inflicted a lot of pain. Against us. And his own people.
Whatever he did, I still think he deserves another chance.
I'm glad to hear it. Not everyone would.
Was there a price for his second chance?
He gave us years of Dominion intel.
And apparently along the way he fell for you?
I was just doing my job. Debriefing the enemy.
Except now you're married to him.
I saw who he really was. Haunted.
Not exactly love at first sight.
No. But he was haunted by the ghost of the better man he might have been. I've seen that man. It's in him. He grew on me.
He's lucky he found you. I guess it works out for you both.
We share the same flaws, same struggles. And our dinner conversation doesn't freak each other out. But I'm worried about him. More and more, he wants to be alone.
Any idea what's bothering him?
He's talking to himself, sometimes in his sleep. I don't know what it means. I want to help, but he just waves me off.
Well, he seemed okay talking to me.
Maybe this is an opening. I'd really appreciate if you kept at it.
I'll see what I can do.
Hey, I was hoping you'd drop in.
Here I am.
Remember I told you about Karila and that package, and you said don't take it if you don't know what's in it?
Yeah.
Okay, so she wouldn't tell me what was in it, so I didn't take it. The next morning, her door's wide open, and I see some guy with a death grip on her arm. So I walk over, just to see if everything's all right. Then the guy tells me to walk away. I thought Karila needs my help, so I say, I don't think so. That's when I notice he's holding a knife. He comes at me, and then Karila kicks him in the stomach and jumps on his back. Before I know it, she's got the knife, and he's holding his neck. He takes a couple steps and slowly sinks to the ground. Then Karila gives me a look, starts crying, and says, please help me. So now she's in my apartment with the package, and across the lane, there's a dead guy in her place.
Go directly to the Sentinels and tell them what happened.
Okay, thanks. I owe you big time.
Get to it.
Any news about Matthias? The Matthiases. I mean, are they okay?
Working on it.
I hope it goes well. I'm a little worried. Not that I'd ever admit it to him.
Sounds like there's a story here. You did refer to him as that jerk when we first met.
I did? No, I probably did. That sounds like me. It's a professional rivalry. And he borrowed my horoscope and never gave it back.
I'm sure there was a good reason for that.
He just forgot he had it, then he lost it, and... Well, Matthias is single-minded in the pursuit of his studies. It means he forgets other things. Other people. It makes him a great Arcanist, but a terrible friend. Or partner.
Wait, you two?
Very briefly, we realized early on that it wasn't going anywhere. Matthias's first and only love is the work. You could probably say the same about me. No one becomes an Arcanist to go only part way. It requires everything you have.
You know, he's 3 people now. You could pick the one you like best.
No, don't. Don't even think of starting with that nonsense.
Just putting it out there.
No!
Not even a little tempted?
Stop it. Go away.
Sure. Take care, Aruna.
Your teeth are tinkling. The air tastes like... purple. The reality decay is getting worse. He's fragmenting.
How can I help?
It's alright. I made peace with it. This isn't just about you. It's the end of all of us if we don't do something. There's nothing to do. We don't have the answer. Maybe it was always supposed to end this way. We could just let it be. Let it be. Yes, that's it. You genius. Get the manifold. The Freelancer removed it from its original housing after it affected the Dominion soldiers. And when we divided, you severed the connection again, out of fear. Courage.
Hold on, where are you going with this?
Manifold needs more time. It needs to go through its full cycle. We're gonna have to let the manifold complete what it started. Let reality settle. But if it settles, that means our division could become permanent. That's so bad. Certainly won't be dull. So what do you say? You up for a new adventure? Always. Okay. We're ready. Flip the switch. Right. It has finished its cycle.
That's good, right?
What a rush. What a rush! I think it worked.
No chance of, liquefying?
Time will tell. But now we have enough to help Alec with your Dawn Shield.
Really?
Yeah, especially with the data Sumner found.
Does this mean Matthias will never be whole again?
Who says we aren't whole? Because,
Dress right?
Because
it was
I mean,
courage.
no, we're not
maintained
we were
sitting out of
There's been a recovery, guys. So,
you heard what I said.
We all
said
should
that
have
fear.
I assume you meant
That's what I'm
fearless.
saying. Like maybe.
Gateway's not opening. Check the connection to the crown.
Everything is clear.
There's gotta be a glitch in the core. Do you see anything?
It looks fine.
No. You gotta hit it a couple of times.
You think I can literally smack sense into it?
Trust me. It's an old freelancer technique.
Halleck.
I got this. Alec, how's that connection now?
Nothing! Damn it. Nothing. I can't run it.
So take another look at the crown. Something must still be busted.
I've been over this 1,000 times. I swear it does it to spite me.
Halleck. Maybe it's not the javelin.
This hunk of junk's putting our whole plan in danger. Gonna have to delay the mission until I get it working.
Halleck.
I can find other Lancers to come with us, don't worry.
How many freelancers went into that storm with us? You need everyone you can get backing you up in there.
Halleck.
I'll either get this damn thing to run or I'll melt it down. I'll make a real big paperweight.
Halleck.
How long has he been doing this?
Daily, at first, then once a month. It's been half a year since his last try.
That long? It isn't the javelin, is it?
No! Sometimes he can almost control it. Sometimes, nothing at all. It's been a hard wait.
A hard wait for what?
23.
What?
That's how many freelancers went into the heart of Rage at final time. 20 Lancers and 3 Ciphers who were left catatonic by the Anthem. No one else wanted to try again after that. Not that I blame them. No one but me and Halleck. He used to be the best. You were there. You were there. You remember. I remember. Every single thing we lost. I heard it. For just one moment in the storm, I heard the anthem. For one moment, I understood everything. Now, every moment of every day since, I've heard whispers calling me back, pulling on me like a thread unraveling.
Faye.
I'm glad you're here. I'll leave you with him.
What are we up? It's all in the details.
Everyone ready to go? I know I am.
Yeah, so we got a problem.
When you say problem, you don't mean...
We need to talk. Well, that's ominous.
The Dominion forces are converging on the Heart of Rage. The Monitor is making his move, even if it costs him an entire army. You're out of time. I need a solution.
I got the seals ready, but they don't work.
Explain.
Everything is a spec, but they don't activate, and hell if I know why. Something's missing from the design.
There is no time for this. I am 2 seconds away from sending every Sentinel in the fort after the Monitor.
You can't send them. You know what happened to the freelancers. It'll be a bloodbath.
Their sacrifice could save everyone else. We are all dead if the Monitor succeeds in weaponizing the Cenotaph.
Their deaths won't stop the Monitor. You know that.
Too many lives are at stake for me to do nothing and just hope that the 3 of you get your shit together.
Just hold them back a little longer. I'll get the seals to work if it kills me.
You'd better.
They can race the Monitor through the storm and win, but the Sentinels will still fail. They have no training with Shaper relics, no knowledge of the Cenotaph. We do. We've spent years on this. We're the only ones that can end this cataclysm, and you know it. Give us time.
Look, you two called me for help. I could have left you at Princess Zim's court. Don't make me regret that. Now, the lives of everyone in the fort and all of Anthem are hanging by a thread. You have until the transport striders arrive. Get it done.
What is she talking about? What call?
Mine.
Corvus didn't track you down. You contacted them.
We were getting so close to the Anthem. And once we'd finished Sim's job, we'd need a freelancer.
I am a freelancer.
No, you're not, Halleck. Not anymore. You and your damn pride. You were never going to admit you couldn't run a javelin anymore. Or ask for help. For 2 years you promised we'd go back into the heart of rage. 2 years. And every day, waited so longer because you had to do everything yourself. And if you couldn't, nobody could.
You think I can do it? You so damn sure?
I know you can't.
Both of you, stop. We don't have time to waste fighting each other.
No. We don't.
Get out of my way. Alec, wait.
He has to face reality.
I'm not getting into this.
He's probably gone to work on his armor. Just bring him back and we'll take another look at the seals. I shouldn't have said that.
Faye, I'm at the Enclave. No sign of Halleck.
Catch him before he does something stupid.
I'll ask around. Lucky Jack, you seen Halleck?
Yeah, and he looked pissed. Said something about running out of time and that he was gonna talk to Commander Vool.
Faye, you hear that? I'm on my way to Vool.
Why is Halleck talking to the Sentinels?
He's up to something.
Ugh.
That Yarrow kinda has an obsession with Fortuo brew, doesn't he? Tells fantastic stories, though. Sorry about that whole thing with Owen. We were so distracted by our own problems, we only just heard.
Commander Vool?
Freelancer.
Did Halleck drop by?
He did. His mood was worse than usual, if that's possible.
What did he want?
The timetable. How long before our Striders arrive?
Did he say why?
He said he missed something back at the Fortress of Dawn. I assumed you were going with him?
Right.
He was in a hurry to get there. Hopefully this isn't something the Sentinels will need to clean up.
We're taking care of it. Faye.
I heard. Listen, someone just saw Halleck leaving the fort.
How?
In his javelin. Damn him. The Fortress of Dawn? By himself?
Not for long. I'm going after him. I'm heading out now, Faye.
What's the plan?
Find Halleck, yell a bit, then wring his neck.
Oh, so a good plan.
Nice and simple.
Just don't be too hard on him.
You were?
And I already regret it. If those were the last words I ever speak to him, I can't raise him. He's not responding.
I'll get him back.
Calling all freelancers. Hello, freelancers. Well, only one in particular.
Owen.
Missed having me in your ear, did you?
What the hell do you want?
Ooh, and Faye, too. How quickly I've been replaced.
Answer her question. What the hell do you want?
I'm still working that out. What matters now is you're headed for trouble.
How do you know where I'm?
The Dominion aren't fooling around. You've gone from a minor nuisance to a serious impediment. They'd like you to stop. Breathing, that is. Once and for all.
That's not negotiable.
They aren't asking. Halleck's in over his head. They're gonna ambush him, take him off the map.
What?
Why are you telling us this?
I don't know. Feeling nostalgic, maybe? For simpler times?
You mean when you weren't a complete traitor?
Now that stings. Sure, I might have made a few risky career moves, but look, I'm not a monster. Just watch your back. Bye now.
What a bastard.
Oh, turned it around on him. Hey, that's the fortress.
Any sign of Halleck?
Pretty quiet. Nothing so far. I'll look around.
Not loving the idea of being back here.
What could go wrong?
Watch it. They were waiting for you. Could make it through that gauntlet alone.
Alec!
Over here.
You almost got yourself killed. Why didn't you call me? Although, this looks pretty impressive.
It was Owen.
Owen?
Yeah. That two-faced bastard came out of nowhere. He's a crap pilot, but... that javelin is something else. Oh, I got a few, but not enough. You know, freelancer is all I ever wanted to be. It's all I do. I got no family. Poured every bit of me into being the best. Chasing my dream of the Legion of Dawn. Read their stories so much I can recite them from memory.
Yeah, me too. You know why? You taught me. Taught most of us.
I don't want to be a teacher.
How? This isn't about you. Being a freelancer's about the team. You showed me that.
Yeah. Well, look who's back. Here's that two-faced bastard now.
Owen, you've got a lot of nerve.
It's strange seeing me pilot this javelin. You never recognized my unique talent.
Oh, and the Monitor did?
Yes, he did, actually.
I heard that didn't really work out.
No. But for a while, it was brilliant. The Dawn Shield came up. I was magnificent. You should have seen me. Then, of course, it didn't hold. Seems it needs her signet, but I suspect that you know that already. So naturally, disaster, retreat, failure. In any case, my punishment. The Dominion and I have since parted ways.
Well, I think you learned your lesson.
Oh. And I think you are very lucky I was there to save your ass. It seems your legendary capabilities were oversold. Just a touch. Hold on a second. You built your own Dawn Shield. Faye must have pulled the blueprints from the fortress. That's very clever. So you are still heading to the Cenotaph, but why haven't... It doesn't work. Does it? No, it doesn't work. Not even with her signet. Oh dear, how very upsetting.
Okay, playtime's over. Give us the general's...
No. This belongs to me now.
Oh, and I swear to God.
This doesn't concern you. We need to talk.
Go get the Strider. I'll see you back in Tarsus.
Two-faced bastard.
We were partners. Even friends.
If
you hadn't just saved Halleck's life,
I've heard it. The Anthem, I've heard it too. I understand how it can drive a person to do terrible things.
Okay.
I watched the Monitor hear it again. He's become crazed. He's got this machine, this weapon. And he's going to get it to the Cenotaph any way he can, even if that means dragging it across a bridge of his own dead soldiers.
Okay. Thanks for the heads up.
I'm sorry. I know I don't deserve your forgiveness. But I'm hoping I can make amends. Maybe even save your life. Here. Take this, my friend. I mean, I'm sure you probably would have worked it out eventually, but there's no time, is there? I mean, just get Faye to reverse engineer it, fix your shield, build a whole load, blah, blah, blah.
Where are you gonna go?
I'm not really sure, to be honest. East, west, you know. Again, I am sorry.
Right. You said.
Yeah, not just for that. I'm sensing a whole load of Dominion Furies heading this way right now. Ooh, they seem particularly nasty. You should be fine, though. Good luck, hero!
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Hey, what is this?
Sorry, Owen wasn't kidding. A Fury, top-of-the-line Dominion. But you're a top-of-the-line freelancer, right?
Gotta find out.
More of them coming in.
Guess we really pissed someone off, huh?
We should be flattered.
Right. Every bullet's a compliment. Don't sound so surprised.
Hey, we've got bigger problems out here.
Halleck?
I didn't get very far. I'm outside. You need to see this.
Flight suppression everywhere. I can manage short hops, but just save yourself. No, it's all or nothing, Halleck. I'm dead weight, kid. You're dead wrong. You worry about the suppression machines, I'll carve a path. Oh, okay. What the hell? We're going out with a bang.
Hey, we're not gonna last long out here.
You'll need an extraction.
Hoping you can work a miracle.
I'm on it. Hang tight.
Oh, fingernails.
Nothing to it. I once fought off 3 dozen outlaws that trapped me in a canyon.
How'd you survive?
I just... crap. I got trouble. Back in a sec.
Sure, leave me hang again.
You did it.
I'm sure they're just getting started. Hey, how's that miracle coming?
You just worry about the fight. I'll find a way to get you out of there.
Look, how's it coming?
Just focus on the fight. I'll get this subversion thing sorted.
You know, I kind of have to worry about both.
No, you don't. That's what I was going to tell you. Trust your team. Do your part, we'll do ours. Everyone wins. When I was trapped in that canyon, I covered the north side, my buddy covered the south. And you know what? They never looked south.
Dominion really made it this time.
Use your geography. Find the cover. An ambush works both ways. And don't ever retreat. If you do, you're dead. It's gonna be forward momentum. Put them on their heels.
Easier if I could fly.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Damn. Looks like this flight suppression has a backup in place. I can't do anything until we take that out.
Freelancer, there's a generator nearby. That might solve it.
Worth a try. I'm on it. Alec, I'm trying to disable the generator now. Hang tight.
Yeah, sure. I got nowhere else to hang.
Waiting on this stupid generator.
Patience, kid. Lose your cool and you lose your head.
You're not exactly a patient guy, Alec.
Off duty, maybe, but in the line of fire, you gotta stay in the moment. Start losing focus and you'll miss the bullet coming straight at you.
You're clear. You can move ahead.
I'll do you one better. You can fly there.
It's down. Did it.
Was there a doubt?
I'll do you one better. The miracle's on its way. The trader owes me a favor. He's though burning his strider to you. He'll meet you on the other side of the bridge.
This is Roland Hendricks coming in hot for a pickup. Needs a ride.
Roland, we're headed your way.
Draw off some fire.
Thanks a lot.
Tactics, kid. It's how you win.
How so?
Truth is, I needed you to want to save me. Get you fired up.
So the whole dead weight thing?
Freelancers never give up. A good leader knows what motivates their people. My buddy in that canyon, he'd asked me how things looked my way to the north. I can tell him it's all good. I was lying my ass off getting hammered by outlaws, but it kept my buddy going. So, how's it going, kid?
So good. this?
I'm with you. Any more Dominion?
What are we waiting around for? They'll be back. Let's go.
Hey, Mom.
Hello. I went looking for your father's ashes so we could spread them. They weren't there.
Doesn't mean we can't still have a memorial for him.
It's the strangest thing. The vase was gone. Someone must have stolen it.
I'm sure it will turn up.
I hope so. As your father. It's all I have left of him. And yet,
Something wrong?
remembering your dad, something about all this doesn't feel right.
This may sound weird, but I need you to trust me. This could be a good sign.
That I have a knack for losing stuff.
That you're realizing, well, what you thought was true isn't.
A vase?
Why is it so important?
Your dad, of course. He died. But I already knew that.
How did he die?
A broken heart. Losing you.
But what does that mean?
What do you think? You were our son. That day when you... No, please.
This is important. How did you lose me?
There's a memory. You were hurt.
Whatever it was, don't worry about it.
Yes. You're here. Whatever happened before can't change that. I think I should go rest now.
Of course. Feel better.
Is that all they are? They run in packs. They protect each other.
To stand in the tomb of General Tarsus herself. That must have been something. Hers was such a story.
Hey.
Something wrong?
Nah, this is just me being contemplative, as Faye says.
About what?
Giving you a Howlick pearl of wisdom that'll matter. And I think it's this. Don't ever believe you're immortal. Want to make your mark? Become a legend? Then assume the next fight is your last.
But it's not. I don't fight to lose.
No freelancer does. I didn't. But waiting around for your moment thinking it's gonna happen tomorrow just means it won't happen today.
You haven't been waiting around, Halleck.
Of course I have. The Heart of Rage messed me up. I didn't want to admit I was the weak link. I was getting old. Figured I had all the time in the world. But none of us do. You write your own legend today.
Not mine. Ours.
And that's the other piece of advice. Never go it alone. Some young freelancer with an attitude taught me that.
Funny. I learned it from some old cranky freelancer.
Sounds like they could be friends.
We beat this, and there'll be plenty of time to find out.
You know where to find me.
Hey, remember Karila and the package and how she killed that guy and you told me to go to the Sentinels?
Once the killing started, it just made sense to get the authorities involved.
Oh, you made a good call. When we got back to my place, there was nothing there. No Karila, no package, and when I checked her place, spotless.
What did the Sentinels say?
Their commander, Vul, said I was lucky they didn't arrest me for wasting their time. I was confused, relieved, and embarrassed all at the same time. And the weirdest thing of all, after the Sentinels left, Karila shows up.
Seriously?
I know. She says, "Thank you, Amal." Then gives me the sweetest kiss of my entire life. I just hope she got her share of the Ember.
The package was filled with Ember?
It's crazy what people will do for Ember, huh? But now she's gone. Her place is empty, and I have no idea where she is.
Yeah, but she knows where you are. Maybe she'll stop by someday.
That would be nice, as long as nobody gets killed next time. She was a lot of trouble. I'm sure gonna miss her.
Aruna!
Freelancer, doing well? Lots of talk about you around town.
Nice things, I hope.
Mostly complimentary. Though I do wonder if the tales have grown in the telling. Apparently, you're the best at, I believe the phrase is, six punching.
Ursix punching is one of my many skills.
Right below javelin sky zooms and pew-pew projectiles?
You're making fun.
No!
What have you been up to?
Taking a few days off. Checking messages from Anthem. I've got another expedition lined up after that.
What is it you actually do? Matthias said you knew things about reality.
Sort of. I study the effects of conflicts between the Anthem of creation and Shaper constructs.
Meaning?
My theory is that the Anthem is like a river, carving the landscape as it rushes on. Shaper constructs are dams built to harness that awesome power for, well, we don't know. And where the river meets the dam, chaos, turbulence.
You study that turbulence.
Exactly.
That's a really interesting way to put it. Never thought of it that way.
Oh, I've come up with various analogies to explain things to people who aren't Arcanists. You probably have a better understanding of our world than most, being a freelancer.
I protect people from the turbulence. I don't always understand it.
We're two sides of the same coin, aren't we? I observe. I learn why things happen. And you stop people from being washed away when the dam breaks. And they all break eventually.
Tell me about it.
All right. I'm gonna get more tea. Talk to you soon.
Leighton, how are things?
Do we know each other?
I'm a freelancer. We spoke before. You told me you defected from...
Of course, of course. I'm sorry. I remember now. My wife wants me to make new friends. Not doing a good job of it, am I?
You okay?
I don't think so. No, there's a fog. Too much time thinking about the past.
It might help if you talk about it instead.
I was a different man back then. Your opinion of me, it will change.
Whatever happened, it's probably worse in your mind than it actually was.
I wish that were true. For some things, there's no fog. It's all too clear.
Let's hear it.
I was a Dominion cipher, a surveillance tool of the state directed against our own people. I tracked their movements, their plans, their sedition. I was very good at this. I was the unseen hand keeping the flock in line. When I caught one straying, they died. Many strayed.
That couldn't have been easy.
Easier than what came next. I also had physical talents, strength, agility, marksmanship. The Dominion put these to use. I was sent abroad on missions. I hunted enemy ciphers, then mentally tortured them to extract information. They begged me to end their agony, which I did, putting a bullet in the source of their pain, their skull. There were so many of them, I lost track. So, what do you think of me now, freelancer?
I'll give you credit for being honest. That was some seriously unvarnished truth.
A truth I can't seem to reconcile with myself. I did those things.
I can see why your wife is concerned about you.
More than anything, I want to be the man she thinks I can be. The other day, I helped a woman and her boy churn some butter. It was simple. It was real. It's the life I want.
What's holding you back?
The memories don't just vanish.
Your wife mentioned that you've been talking to yourself?
The curse of being a cipher. It's all a jumble. A single word could lead to a memory, and then another I thought I'd forgotten. When I'm thinking, I don't realize it's out loud sometimes.
What's bothering you?
A name. A woman. Aurora. It keeps repeating. She was... Damn headache. I can't remember.
It's okay, if it's too painful.
Aurora is expendable. Collateral damage is acceptable. The state has decided. The state has decreed.
What?
I don't know. It's a memory. I don't know who she was or what I did, but I can feel it.
Whatever happened with her, it's behind you. Leave it there.
but not the sense of it, that I did something terrible.
Maybe you did, but you're here now. Trying to be a better man than the one you remember.
What if that man won't let me?
Talk to your wife. Nadira could help. She's worried about you.
No, the shame. Not until I understand this. I need some time to think.
I understand.
I call slips, trips, and falls.
Hello.
Hi, Brindle.
Fair warning. I am in a dark and foul mood.
Any way I can cheer you up?
There's a chance. You could help me with some perspective.
I'll try. What's going on?
My foot traffic initiatives were defeated. I've made zero progress on the loose cables hazard, and my proposed standing water bylaw is now dead.
That sounds tough. So what's your plan?
My plan is to leave the fort.
If you ask me, I think you should stay.
That's kind of you to say, but my future lies in Anthem.
Why would you move to the capital?
Because it's filled with bureaucrats and politicians who like making rules and consider personal safety a priority. Those are my kind of people.
They are, huh?
It's terrible to admit, but I feel I've wasted my life trying to make this fort a better place to live.
I think you've made this fort better.
Why do you say that?
Because you've always been more than just a safety guy.
That's true. I've always loved maintenance.
Yeah, you made a real difference there, right?
Well, we've cleaned up the market. We're improving facades, and our horticulturalist has done some lovely planting. You've just made me realize I have made our fort a better place to live.
You sure have.
And I have unfinished business here.
What's that?
The fountain in the courtyard still isn't functioning.
You sound determined.
I am. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a fountain to fix.